Yulan True, and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy, and welcome to another evening officer video. And today I will talk about one of my favorite captains and someone which is one of the favorite officers here in the game as well. And he was for quite some time. But before I get started on Benjamin Sisko, I just want to say, if you are not a subscriber of my channel yet but do like my videos, then please do subscribe to my channel. And when you do, also click this little bell and all notifications so you will be informed when another video is out. But now let's talk about Ben Sisko. He is an epic officer, and well, it was an epic series, at least the parts with the Dominion War from my point of view. And of course I have to talk about his class, group and faction as well. His class command, of course. And that means when you upgrade him, you will need command badges. He's from the group Deep Space Nine, so when you use him for a use that I'm using him a lot for, then other Deep Space Nine officers will give him synergy. And he gives that to them as well if they are captain. And the faction is Federation, which means that you will need Federation credits to upgrade him. And as I said, he's one of my favorites, and for the use I use him. You can give him synergy, and my people I'm using with him do, because he's got a captain's maneuver and an officer ability, and the captain's maneuver already is quite nice. Benjamin Sisko increases armor, shield deflection and dodge by 400% of total health when fighting armadas. And there you already get a hint where I use him. And his officer ability, Persistence is Key, is Benjamin Sisko increases critical hit chance against armadas by 4% every round, and that's cumulative. So that is why Sisko was my favorite armada captain until Voyager came. But until then, Sisko was the best armada captain you can have, and combined with other Deep Space Nine officers, that was the best armada crew. In the past, it was Riker and the TNG crew, and then Sisko came, and since then, he was the best Armada crew, and I really had very good experiences with him. And he's still leading the second best Armada crew after Chakotay, because since they introduced Chakotay and the Voyager crew, that changed, as I said, but you often need more than one Armada crew, as you know. And so I use Sisko all the time, and that's why it doesn't matter to me that he, as an epic officer, has 3 away team assignment traits. He can be captain, reliable and focused, but I always have him in reserve for armadas, especially on Thursdays with the Apex event. There are often additional armada events where you have to have several ships doing armadas, and that's why Sisko is never on away teams when I'm using him. But he is really great. I got Sisko via the Deep Space Nine arc, and I'm not so sure if he was in here, but I don't think that they added them here. That's why I don't usually get him in any other place, but there is a way to get Cisco shards even now that the arc is long over, and for this you have to go to the Bajoran faction, if Scopely lets you. It's just another of those crashes, and you know I never added that out because that is part of the real gameplay. But by the way, that's something which usually happens always with the Bajoran faction store. When I click the Bajoran faction store, after playing a little bit, the game always crashes. I don't know why. And now I have another of those problems. Let's see if it works now. Yes. Now the faction store is back, and then we scroll down a bit. Oh, I have to have a look at my Epic Loot Exchange, by the way. And there we have, in the officer recruitment section of the Bajoran faction store, we have Deep Space Nine officers, including Benjamin Sisko. And in the best case, you have a chance to pull 3 Benjamin Sisko shards at the same time. Not every Deep Space Nine officer is in here, but just give you a quick look here. It's, so to speak, a nice Armada crew against Cardassian armadas that they have combined here for the officer recruitment in the Bajoran faction store. So it makes sense that you get those 3 officers here. And we're talking about Benjamin Sisko today. That is the way to source your shards for Benjamin Sisko if you haven't played that yet when the Deep Space Nine arc was there and you didn't get them at that time. But he also shows up in some events now and then, and so in between you have a chance in events to get Cisco shards as well. If you use Benjamin the same way as I do, please let me know in the comments. If you have completely different use for him, for example, if you use him more on away teams, I'm always curious to hear your opinion as well, and newer players will always be interested in seeing the experience of more experienced players in the comments as well. So please write a comment of your experience with Benjamin Sisko, and if you have questions or video requests, also please write a comment. I will have a look, and if you just want to say hi and where you're from, you know that I'm curious and like to know where, for example, from what cities my viewers are, despite all the cold statistics I get from YouTube when I look in analytics. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.